Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's third video of the weekend broadcast. For today's third video show, as always, on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead, and I shall get to that for you in a moment. To say the first video today was our 6 a.m. upload, and we've also released the EC42 day slash 6 weeks ahead, so check that one out. We'd like to be back at 10 to 14 day coming up for you later on today. Please like, share, subscribe on videos, and thank you so very much everyone for doing that. Thanks to the weather outlook and also to weather for supplying the data as well. Thank you so much to those two websites. You can find a link to those websites in the description with the video. So starting with the radar, it's been quite wet across parts of Northern Ireland and southern Scotland through this morning with outbreaks of relatively persistent rain, which further shower rain northwards of that across northern and eastern parts of Scotland. Much of England and Wales been dry, but I've got a few showers now breaking out in the far south and southwest. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart. So one area of low pressure moving away to the north, and another area of low pressure is deepening down to our southwest. That will be heading our way tonight. So through the rest of this afternoon, we're going to find most showery outbreaks of rain through Northern Ireland and Scotland, drifting northwards across Scotland, becoming patchier in nature as they do so. Few showers breaking out through parts of Wales, southwestern England, but much of England Wales having a dry afternoon. It will turn increasingly cloudy. It's been sunny this morning, it will turn cloudier through this afternoon, and by the end of the afternoon we'll see some quite heavy showers beginning to about through Wales, southwestern parts of England as well. A mild day today, temperatures ranging from around 10 to 17 degrees. Overnight tonight, this area of low pressure gets closer from the southwest and brings an active weather system up from the south. We'll find showery outbreaks of rain developing through the evening across Wales and southwest England, and that wet weather will push northwards and eastwards through the course of the evening. There's some quite heavy rain in places through parts of northern England, Northern Ireland, southern Scotland once again. Then later on in the night, another area of really heavy rain, possibly accompanied by thunder, will move into central and southern parts of England and Wales. That leaves much of eastern Scotland, north east England, probably having a relatively dryish night. Temperatures will be coolest there, going down to around 7 or 8 degrees, but a very mild night further southwest. All of that cloud rain round, temperature ranging from around, say, 10 to 14 tonight. Very, very mild. Tomorrow, sun, you'll see the area of low pressure get even closer. So I'll start off with a band of really heavy torrential rain across central and southern parts of England and Wales. That will move northwards through the course of the morning, getting into northern England, Northern Ireland by midday, and then up into Scotland through the course of the afternoon. Drier weather will follow on behind. It'll brighten up, but then that will spark off heavy showers, and there could be thunderstorms breaking out through central, southern, southeastern parts of England and Midlands in particular through the course of Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Some big downpours possible in places. Watch out for risk of some localised flooding with some of those heavier downpours, especially after the earlier bands of really wet weather. On the plus side, though, despite all of the rain, at least it will be mild, with temperatures ranging from around 12 to 19 degrees tomorrow. 19 is a remarkable 66 Fahrenheit. Moving through to Monday, low pressure again will be pushing further northwards, so we're going to find the area of wet weather overnight through the course of Sunday night into Monday, gradually clear away into the North Sea, and then that leaves us in this showery westerly flow. So you probably start Monday on a wet note through parts of northern eastern Scotland, maybe north east England. All of that wet weather will clear away, and then we just see sunshine and showers really, and most of the showers will be in the north and the west. Probably not too many showers getting through to the south and southeast. Temperatures a degree or so lower on Monday, still mild for time of year, ranging from around 10 to 16 degrees, something like that. Into Tuesday, the next area of low pressure is developing out in the Atlantic. So Tuesday actually finds a little bump of high pressure, which should keep it mainly dry for most of the day, except one or two light scattered showers. But by the end of Tuesday, we'll find outbreaks of rain returning to western parts of the country. Some of that rain could be quite heavy. Temperatures on Tuesday, again, somewhere around 10 to 16 or 17 degrees. Wet weather then will push northwards and eastward quite quickly overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. So Wednesday starts wet in the north and west. That rain gradually pushing away through the course of the day, leaving us with drier, but still probably quite cloudy conditions in the west. Further east, sort of dry weather there under this little bump of high pressure, so much of central, southern, eastern England, probably mainly dry with bright or sunny spells. Temperatures with winds going south will be higher again on Wednesday, back up to around 17 or 18 degrees in the southeast. Cooler than that with the rain further north and west, 10 to 13 degrees up there. On Thursday, the next area of low pressure starts heading from west. That will bring another band of wet weather into the western side of the country through the day. Central and eastern regions should stay mostly dry with bright or sunny spells. Temperatures again into the mid to upper teens Celsius quite widely across the country, and then that area of low pressure sweeps eastwards through to Friday. That takes a band of rain, probably with but quite strong winds pushing through the country as well on Friday, and we eventually replace that with sunshine, blustery showers into the northwest. Still very mild in the south and southeast, temperature around 17 or 18 degrees, but as this area of low pressure pushes through, temperatures probably turn cooler in the north and west, dropping down to around 9 or 10 degrees. And then into the weekend, next weekend, well, Saturday should bring a lot of dry weather to most parts of the country. It may turn wet and windy in the far northwest by the end of the day, and then on Sunday, we find wet and windy weather sweeping across the country, followed by sunny spells and blustery showers, and temperatures will start to turn colder through weekends as well, with the wind pulling into the northwest. Scotland might even see one or two showers turn wintry by the end of Sunday afternoon. Just have a look chart in your area from Weather Outlook. So we've got the showery rain in the north today for Scotland, and showers will be breaking out in the west as well later on this afternoon. Many central and east areas dry with sunny spells being replaced by cloud. Into tomorrow, or overnight and into tomorrow, we're going to find this heavy rain pushing up from the south. Some really wet weather tomorrow morning. Watch out for that on that persistent band of rain. That will move northwards and will then be replaced by heavy showers, possibly even thunderstorms in the course of tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. They could give flash flooding. On to Monday, the weather looks like it's in a sunshine and showers scenario, and then we go to drier weather on Tuesday before more rain arrives in the west and the southwest by close of play on Tuesday. And then through to Wednesday, it's basically a case of showery conditions in the west, but many areas having a dry day. Thursday brings more rain into west, central and east areas mainly dry. A remarkable 20 degrees being signalled there in the southeast corner on Thursday afternoon. And then wet and windy weather sweeps across the country into Friday, replaced by sunshine and showers, and temperatures begin to cool down. So, in summary, it's going to be another unsettled week. We're starting really quite unsettled this weekend with heavy showers, rolls, spells, torrential rain tomorrow morning in the south. Watch out for that. And then we go into the earlier part of the week. Temperatures will stay mild, but it will be a little bit drier before it turns really unsettled again later on in the week. Plenty of rain coming and going, but at least it will be mild. And that's your weekend forecast for this week. We'll be back shortly to 10 to 14 day, so check that one out. But for the weekend forecast of this week, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.